Cool, Daniel. Congrats on the fight tonight. You managed to get the unanimous decision, had him down. How would you rate your performance?
It wasn't 100% by any means, but it's definitely building back to where it needs to be. And of course, it's a little bit disappointing after my last fight. With Golovkin. So I had to definitely rebuild. I had to show, I had to prove not only to myself but to everybody else that I still got it. And Jarrod, I knew it wasn't going to be an easy beat. He was going to be tough. He was going to keep coming the whole time. And he did. I had him hurt in stages, and there's probably a whisper between me knocking him out and finishing the fight. So I mean, it was probably frustrating in that respect, but you take what's there in front of you.
You had him pretty hurt in the 9th round in his corner. He was on the ropes. Do you think you could have stopped him had you pressured it a little bit more?
Yeah, I definitely think I could have. But in saying that as well, doing silly things, you leave yourself a little bit susceptible as well. And I think at that stage, I just felt something wasn't right, so I just pulled away and got myself back together. But I probably could have kept on and finished it off. But those moments come and go, and if you don't take them, you miss them. So I mean, that's one of those things that become a little bit frustrating, but you can't dwell on them, and you have to learn from them and get better.
Coming off your last fight in Madison Square Garden against Triple G, you came out really, really strong early on, really aggressive. Do you regret the decision to come out so aggressive, or are you comfortable with the way you fought the fight?
No, to be honest, I'm comfortable with the way I went because I went into the fight. I prepared to go out and fight. I wanted to go out there and get in there. I didn't want to dance around for the 12 rounds. I probably could have moved dark, run away. Jarrod got away. Lasted a lot longer, but that's not me. I didn't want to do that. I want to get in there and test myself against the best fighter in the world. And I believe I learned from that fight. There's definitely things that I have got better from that fight. So it's just a matter of improving every time. It was good. After a disappointment like that, you have to rebuild yourself, and I think I started to do that tonight.
You picked up a couple regional title belts tonight. Do you want to fight a couple more tune-up fights, or do you want to go straight for another world title?
Whatever my management decides, I'll be happy either way. If they can pull something off, I'll be happy. I'll be happy to fight one of the champions. But if we have to have another sort of, even fight one of the number 1 contenders, I'll be happy with that as well. But I'm ready for whatever they want.
The division's pretty gridlocked at the moment with, Golovkin fighting Murray, Cotto and Canelo, and the whole situation with Jermaine Taylor and all the fighters being with Al Heyman. If you could have your choice, who would you pick to fight?
To be honest, I haven't really given it that much thought. Because it's so much about ranking and where you position. To be honest, I'd love to fight Jermaine Taylor. I'd love to be able to get the opportunity to get the IBF title back that I had. But any of the champions, I said, in other interviews, I'd like to fight any of the champions. And if I can get my ranking in the right position and force them to fight me, then I love that.
What about Anthony Mundine? He's coming off a big win, and he always calls you out. So, would you have any interest in a third fight, or is that old history?
Anthony, he's a junior middleweight. So, if he'd been fighting at middleweight, that would be a possibility. But I think it's a bit of a cash grab sort of fight. That's not where I'm at. I've been proving that I want to fight good fighters. I'm not going to be dodging anybody, and jumping back to fight Anthony Mundine because it's going to be a payday. It might be a good thing, but it might be a good thing for the bank. But for my ranking around the world, it's not going to help. I want to improve my rankings. I want to win world titles.
You've been to America now twice. You've come up short both times. Is it something that's important to you to go over there and get a win on the big stage?
Definitely. Both times that I fought, they've been on the almost the biggest stage. So I definitely want to go back there, and that's one on my list that I have to tick off. It is great fighting over there. I love being in the spotlight over there in America as opposed to Australia. The boxing is so much higher. So, you know, I do appreciate that. I'm a lover of, you know, the sport of boxing, so, you know, I appreciate going over there and, you know, people appreciating the sport of boxing so much. I'd love the opportunity to go over there and fight again on the big stage against any of the champions. And you know, my goal is to, you know, not go over there and get beat. My goal is to go over there and win this time.
Thanks for the interview. Anything last you want to say to the fans?
Just keep watching. There's going to be some great fights ahead, and you know, my team at the Grange, you know, they continually put on these great shows. So, you know, thanks for everybody that comes out and supports them.
Thanks, Daniel.